Good afternoon, everybody. Crispy Divine, Central Mass Vapors here for another entertaining 15 minutes of fun. Or maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, who knows? I just know that I'm going to have some fun here. Don't you love my shirt? One Halloween, I was a painter, so it was the easiest costume I ever did. I just threw a bunch of paint on a shirt and on my face and I went to town. Goodbye. So anywho, why are we here today? Well, I will tell you why. I'm here to talk about one of my new favorite pieces of equipment that I picked up from a wonderful, wonderful group page that does terrific group buys on Facebook. This, my friends, is the Sigelei 100 watt. So, why did I choose a Sigelei 100 watt over all the other things that I could have bought? Well, I'll tell you why. First off, I just happen to love Sigelei. Now, I know that they've had some troubles with the mechanical mods. I'm not too keen on their RDA. However, I will tell you this. They have really got me on the regulated stuff, okay? I own the Sigelei 20 watt, which I adored. I think people know that. I've gone up and down the river on that. I loved it. Up and down the river. I've never even heard of such a thing. Now, they did put out the 50 watt back to back with the 100 watt, which is fine. I chose the 100 watt over the 50 watt because I already had a 50 watt device in the Club Whore T5. What am I trying to say? The reason why I like Sigelei so much is because, one, they have a really good thing going with these machines, okay? It seems like they're smart when they put stuff together. Things look clean, they look sexy, they're sleek, they work well. This particular 100 watt device has not seen many problems, okay? The box itself is nice and beefy. It feels nice in your hand. The sides or the edges on this are kind of pointy, but that doesn't really bother me. The back cover has a really nice, strong magnet. However, they did have some backup screws, which are actually magnet too. Like, I don't know how it works, but the magnet like makes them suck in, and it works great. I don't really think that they need those, but they have them, and for extra added security, I'm fine with it. The inside of this is like really nice. It looks like, just all clean and, nothing, that looks like dangerous or whatever. Nice clicky buttons, nice screen here, if you notice that. Nice and bright, not too bright. It looks nice there. The button is nice and big, which I wasn't sure about this button, but I really like it. The two buttons here are really nice. This is a 28 millimeter Plume cologne, and it sits really nice on top of there. It's not super heavy, but it's not super light either. I think it's just perfect. Dual 18650 battery configuration, which is perfect. Vent holes on the bottom. Just as far as the design goes, it's just really nice. It feels nice, and I just really enjoy it. Variable wattage can go anywhere from 10 all the way up to 100 watts, okay? But obviously, if anybody is out there thinking, I can't wait to get it, I'm just going to throw in an Addy and I'm going to rock it 100 watts, do your homework. You must realize that depending on your build and all that is going to depend on if you can hit 100 watts or not. It could say 100 watts on here, but that doesn't mean you're getting 100 watts. I'm not going to go into the details of that for two reasons. One, I'm not going to explain it right. I know it in my head, but if I try to explain it, I'm going to confuse you, or you, and I see you back there, you crazy nut. But again, the other reason is because there's so many people out there that will sit down and explain it to you, and I say this all the time. I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not good at, and what I'm not good at is trying to explain the details and the science behind stuff. I'm good at just saying, yo, this stuff's really good, and I don't know, that's probably why people will either like me or hate me, okay? But that's okay. I'm good with that. So, what else? This thing can go down as low as 0.15 ohms, okay? It can go as high as 3 ohms. Now, which side are you on? Are you sub-ohming unregulated, or are you going to stick with the 1 to 1.7 ohms on a regulated device? That's for you to decide, okay? But as far as I'm concerned, I like them both. I know that if I'm at a point 0.2 ohm and I'm rocking at, 70 watts, I'm only getting 3 or 4 or whatever it is volts, okay? 4 or 5 volts, whatever. I also know that if I am going to rock a 1.3 ohm at 70 watts, then I'm getting 9 volts or 8 volts or whatever. So I know that part of it, right? And there is, I believe, some plus or minus to both. And I like both. So for me, it's going to work either way. I just don't want people to think that you have to run 8.2 ohm for this to produce nice big vapor, because for the most part you're probably going to get more if you run it at higher wattage. Okay, you can actually run it at higher wattage, I'm sorry, at higher resistance at a lower wattage versus a lower resistance to a really high wattage. Okay, I don't know. You just got to play with it and figure out what your sweet spot is. Right now, I'm vaping at 0.9 ohms at 73.9 watts. It's 8.1 volts, and it's nice. Have I had better? Absolutely. The other day, I had a 1.4 ohm coil, and I was running it at 45 watts or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it was fucking amazing. So, either way, you just got to find what works for you. When you get this thing at home, don't just plug on your normal mechanical sub ohm coil and go to town, okay? Play with it. Find where you're going to like it the best. Run a 1 ohm coil, run a 0.5 ohm coil, run a 6.0 coil, whatever. Just play with it. Don't just assume that you have to do something in order to get it, okay? I read a really cool article the other day that Todd, from Todd's Reviews or whatever, he posted of this guy talking about, the whole idea behind regulated versus non-regulated or unregulated mods and all that stuff, and the myths behind it and the, the surface area. And it was a really great read. If I can find it, I'll post it, but I don't know if I can find it, so I don't know if I can post it, but we'll find it. I don't know. So anyway, the screen here is really cool. It shows obviously the wattage. It shows the volts that you're getting per the wattage, whatever. It shows the resistance as well as the battery length or whatever. Battery life is the bomb on this thing. I mean, you can really rock high wattage for a while and not see that battery drop. Okay, I'm at 75, 76% right now, and I've had this on there running at 73 watts since this morning. I mean, granted, I'm not sitting there flipping out on it, but definitely it works really well. So battery life is definitely a good thing. I'm running 2 VTC4s in there. Perfect. All of the atomizers that I've had have worked great on here. There is a little bit of a thing, if you watch Rip Tripper's take on the Sigelei 100 watt, about the wiggling of the center pin here, and also it is reverse threaded. So definitely keep an eye out on that. I know people have really screwed up their their center pin because of it. I believe Sigelei, they sent us a couple extra screws and stuff like that, so you do have backup when you get it. It does come in a nice box. I didn't do an unboxing for you, but it comes with the box. It comes with an authenticity card. It's funny because they have their Vape It and Love It, which is such a ripoff of Anakin's tagline. So, but that's not a big deal. I mean, we're vapors, we clone. Just kidding. Calm down, everybody. It's going to be okay. So let me show you how it performs. Okay. Delish. Fucking hell. So as you can see, it does what it's supposed to. It pumps out fucking nice vapor. It's not a hot vape, as far as as far as 73 watts goes. But again, if you like it warmer, you can build it like that. I think that's like the beauty of something like this, is that you can really get anything you really like depending on what you like. You can really just go nuts on it. Having that variation of 10 to 100 watts, you're going to find every type of vape that you're going to want on this thing. And of course, like I said, anywhere from 0.15 all the way up to 3 ohms. It's a beautiful thing. So this right here, I bought off a group buy from my homeboys, Brian, on Facebook. But you can buy this virtually anywhere. I know Vape Happy has it, my Vapor Store, all over the place. They could be out of stock because, you know, these things are pretty popular. But you could definitely find it just about anywhere. It ranges anywhere from like $99 up to $110. I've seen $115. Is it worth the money? Absolutely. I mean, you're going to get a nice long life out of this. Sigelei does a great job at this stuff. And also, like I said, you can run a bunch of different stuff on here, you know, and so it's going to be pretty versatile. So I definitely would suggest, if you're looking to getting your first regulated 100 watt or whatever, definitely look at this. I mean, there's tons of them out there. I mean, there's the Cloper T6 coming out. There's the God Box at 180 watts. There's the T5. There's the Sigelei 50 watt. There's, you know, I mean, the IPVs, 150 watts IPv3. I mean, there's tons of them out there. So you have a lot of options. But do me a favor, do your homework. Find which one is going to fit you the best. Which features do you like the most? And you be the judge. So anyway, this is Crispy Divine. This is the Sigelei 100 watt. I love this thing. You'll love this thing. Definitely look into it. Stay tuned. I got a couple things coming at you today, and we're going to top it off with a 300 subscriber giveaway. And it's just going to be double bomb.